Welcome back to Skin Basics. I'm Jalique, and in today's video I'm going to be doing things a little bit differently, where I will be reviewing products that I purchased after Dr. Dre here on YouTube recommended them. If you clicked on this video, you probably already know who Dr. Dre is, but in case you didn't, she's a board-certified dermatologist here on YouTube. Make sure you check out her channel. Her channel is an ocean of skincare knowledge. Of course, she's a professional, but she also shares so much of what she knows on YouTube. If you have any skin concern, go to her channel, type up what you want to know, and I'm pretty sure you'll find a video addressing your concern. I have tried so much of what she recommends throughout the years, and she's definitely one of my favorite YouTubers. I don't miss any of her uploads. She taught me so much about skincare, how to take care of my skin, and really she saved me a lot of money. I'm not saying don't go visit your dermatologist, of course you should, but if you wanted to know more about your skin concern and what you can use over the counter to help you, make sure you check out her channel. So for today's video, I have 10 products in front of me that I purchased after Dr. Dre recommended them, and I'm going to share with you my thoughts, what I liked, what I didn't like, what worked for me and what didn't. I have a little bit of both. So it is a total of 10 products in front of me. 9 of them are skincare and 1 of them is a food item, just for a little bit of a change, and I will mention that at the end of the video, so make sure you stay tuned till the end. If this sounds interesting to you, give this video a like and let's go ahead and hop right into it. I'm gonna kick it off with the first product, which is this guy right here. It is the Neutrogena Hydra Boost Body Gel Cream. So this is an advanced, this is a body moisturizer that has hyaluronic acid in it. It says here it's for normal skin. Anyway, I got the one that has fragrance because that's the only one that's being sold where I live, but she recommends the one that doesn't have fragrance, and the reason why I bought it is because I really wanted to try it. One thing I didn't like was the fact that the fragrance is really strong in this one, so once I get access to the one that doesn't have fragrance, I will definitely try that one as well. But the product itself is really nice. It comes out very lightweight, really like a gel as it says here, and it absorbs into the skin very quickly. It feels very wet. If you've used hyaluronic acid serum before, you would know that feeling, and this definitely feels like that. I do like it. It's not a bad product, but it didn't amaze me. I typically prefer a more a creamier consistency when it comes to body lotion, and this one is more of a gel. But that's just personal preference. It's not really the product itself. The product itself is actually great. Absorbs quickly, gives good hydration, but doesn't give enough moisture, and that's typically what I'm looking for in a body cream. Dr. Dre also mentions that you can use this on your face. I didn't do that. I couldn't test that out because it's fragranced. But I cannot wait to get my hands on the one that doesn't have fragrance so I can try it on my face, and once I do that, I'll definitely get back to you guys. So the next product is going to be a body product as well. It is the Eucerin Foot Cream. It's called Advanced Repair Foot Cream. It's got ceramide-free and natural moisturizing factors. It's fragrance-free. It's for very dry skin. It's got urea in it, and honestly, I absolutely love this foot cream. It's my second tube, not my first one. The thing is, this foot cream definitely makes a difference. I've tried so many in the past where I didn't really see much of a difference, but this one, I used it religiously for like 2 weeks. I definitely felt that the bottom of my foot, the sole, is definitely smoother, and I can tell you right now I have no dry skin on my sole, but also the entire look of the skin on my foot, if that makes sense, it looks smoother and nicer. because I wasn't just applying it on the sole, I was applying it on my entire foot. Also, I don't have any dry cuticles. I cannot explain how this makes your foot look, but I absolutely love it. So the way I use it, as I said, once every night for 2 weeks, and then later on I started using it 2 to 3 times a week, not every night, because I reached the goal and I just wanted to maintain it. If you happen to have really thick, dry skin, maybe you would want to have something that's a little bit more aggressive. Maybe aggressive is not the right word, a little bit stronger than this, because this does exfoliate the skin, but very gently. So I'm not sure if this would work for you, but if you're kind of happy with your feet and you just want something that maintains your foot and keeps it soft, then this is the right guy for you. So yes, this was definitely a win. I absolutely love it and I will always repurchase it. Next up, I have a face wash from Cerave. It is this guy right here. Okay, don't get upset at me. This is a staple in a lot of people's routine, and I totally get that. However, I'm not a big fan. Now, I have normal skin that tends to be drier in the winter months and oilier in the summer months. So I can kind of get away with using products that are geared towards dry and oily. But this guy, I don't know, it's not a bad cleanser, but I wasn't a big fan of it. It's fragrance free. It says here oil control. Honestly, my biggest issue with it is just it didn't wow me. It's not a bad product. It's not a great product either. It's just a basic cleanser. Yes, maybe you are looking for something like that, then this would definitely be a nice one. But I have other basic cleansers that I tend to enjoy a little bit more. With that being said, there is another product in here, also a face wash from Cerave, that was recommended by Dr. Dray and that I absolutely love. It is this one, the Cerave Salicylic Acid Cleanser. As you can see, I used already half of it, and you guys, I absolutely love it. I used it in the summer months last year, and I'm definitely gonna be using it this year. It really does control oil, and it does make the area around my pores look nicer. I wasn't using this every day. I would use it 2 to 3 times a week, and whenever I stopped using it, I definitely saw a difference in my pores. So I absolutely love this, highly recommend. This one, I'm not saying don't buy it if you have oily skin. You might actually really enjoy it, but for me it was just mediocre, nothing special. And where I live, we don't get Cerave. It's not sold where I live, so it's really a hassle to get your hands onto one, and usually it's overpriced. I don't see the point in doing that, so if you don't have access to it, don't feel like you're missing out. There are plenty other cleansers that you can buy that are just as basic as this one where you live. But this one, if you have oily skin and you really want something with salicylic acid to tackle your pores, I definitely recommend this. Alright, next up I have another Neutrogena product, and this one, I am so glad, I am so happy that Dr. Dre talked about this product, because if it wasn't for her, I would have never ever purchased this product. And it is this guy right here. It is the Neutrogena Tea Gel Therapeutic Shampoo. It says here, long-lasting relief of itching and flaking. It controls the symptoms of dandruff, seborrheic dermatitis, and psoriasis. So, alright, backstory to this one. I have always, since I was a little girl, suffered from flakiness, itchiness in my scalp, and the older I get, the more severe it was becoming, and I really reached a point that I had no hope anymore. I tried any possible shampoo that could come to your mind, from Head and Shoulders to Vichy to Nizoral, but I tried all the popular shampoos for dandruff and none of them seemed to work. In fact, many of them actually made my condition worse. Until I was one day on YouTube and I came across Dr. Dre's video talking about dandruff and how to tackle it and how to get it under control. And she spoke highly of this product. And that was like my last hope. And I was like, you know what? I've tried so many already. Let me go ahead and try this one. This is not available again where I live, so I went on iHerb. I got it from there. And oh my God. After that video, I remember it went out of stock on iHerb. I'm pretty sure because Dr. Dray talked about it in her video. But I was so glad to get my hands on one. And oh my God, you guys. I don't have dandruff anymore. I literally have no dandruff. I don't suffer from dandruff. I don't suffer from itchiness, flakiness, nothing. Irritation, nothing. This guy, of course, you can see I have used the entire bottle, but I also have a new one. I actually purchased a new one because I was worried it's gonna go out of stock again on iHerb. And yeah, it's a new one. This tells you how much I love this product. Now let me explain how I used it. So basically, it says here on the bottle to apply it to your scalp. It's a shampoo, so you lather it up and leave it on your scalp for a couple of minutes, for a few minutes. So what I did when I first got this, I immediately hopped into the shower, put it on, lathered it up, left it on for like 5 minutes while I washed my body, and then rinsed it out. And came out of the shower, dried my hair. My scalp felt really, really nice, but I still had a flakiness going on. So I had to use this for around 2 weeks before the dandruff completely disappeared from my scalp. So if you get this and you try it and it doesn't work straight away, I want you to know that you need to give it some time. So after 2 weeks, I stopped using it 3 times a week and I started to use it once a week, and still the flakiness did not come back. And now I just use it once every 2 weeks just as maintenance to keep it under control. So this did not cure my dandruff or itchiness, because if I stop using it, yes, it's gonna come back, because I tried that as well and it did come back. But if you maintain using it, it will help you guys. It will definitely keep it under control and you won't see any flakiness anymore. At least that's what happened with me. Maybe if the cause of your dandruff is different, then it might not work for you. But if you haven't tried it and you're really about to give up, please try it. Give it a shot. It's around $15 to $20 depending on where you buy it. It's definitely worth it. All right, next product. This product, Dr. Dre talks about it almost in every video. It is this guy right here, Panoxyl Acne Creamy Wash, Benzoyl Peroxide, 4% Daily Control. So basically this is like an acne wash and the active ingredient is benzoyl peroxide. She recommended to use this on body parts where you have acne. It might actually help. And that's how I used it. And yes, it does help. On the body, definitely. I also tried using it on the face because this is originally supposed to be used on the face. I found it to be too drying. It's very, very drying on the face. So I stopped using it as that. But on the body, the way Dr. Dre recommended to use it is to just put it on, lather it up, leave it on for a couple of minutes, and then wash it off. You need to leave it on for a few minutes so that the active ingredient gets enough time to work. So when it comes to body acne, yes, it worked. But she also said that you can use this in the armpit instead of your deodorant. So basically how she explained it was you put it on in the shower on clean armpits and you leave it on for, again, a couple of minutes. And this is supposed to kill all the bacteria that creates that foul smell in the armpit, and then you wouldn't need to use a deodorant. I tried this trick, it didn't work for me. I still needed to use a deodorant. But she also did mention that it might not work for everybody because she is not the kind of person who sweats a lot. I don't sweat a lot and still it didn't work for me. But since it works for her, and if you are somebody who doesn't sweat a lot, this might actually work for you. But as a body acne treatment, I really enjoyed this. Now, talking about armpits, I also purchased this guy. It's a stick deodorant from Vani Cream. It says here it's clinical strength. I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean. It is free of dyes, fragrance, masking fragrance, lanolin, parabens, formaldehyde, and other preservatives. So, you know, it sounds great. Generally with me, stick deodorants don't work, and this was the same. I tried it, it didn't work for me. Maybe it did work a little bit, but it didn't make me feel as clean as I'd like to feel. My favorite deodorant is the Vichy one, the one with a red cap. That's still my favorite. I prefer that one on this one, definitely. I think I will try to use this app when I'm at home because it's okay. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. So I will try to use it up on days when I'm just sitting at home. But if I'm gonna go out, this is not for me at all. Okay, so the next product is from Cerave. It is the PM Lotion. Facial Moisturizing Lotion, PM, lightweight, 3 essential ceramides. It's got niacinamide and hyaluronic acid. Sounds great. This one, just like the foaming face wash, to me, they are mediocre. This guy is expensive. I don't know, I'm not sure about the price in the US, but I paid around, I want to say like $22 for this guy. So it's not the cheapest drugstore moisturizer. And honestly, I didn't feel like there's anything in it that's special. Now, I think a lot of people that happen to like this a lot are those of you with oily skin. And I do get why you would like this because it's very lightweight, it absorbs very quickly. And it's got niacinamide, so that controls oil as well. And a lot of people with oily skin tend to like niacinamide. So I get that, but since I have normal skin, this moisturizer was just very mediocre. And it's a PM lotion, so I'm not sure why it's labeled as PM because I use this during the day. There's nothing in it that would restrict me from using it during the day. I hope I'm right about that, yes. And I noticed that I need to use like 3 pumps of this to cover my entire face and feel that I get enough hydration from it. So yeah, if you have oily skin, I do recommend you buy this, but if you have normal to dry skin, this won't be enough at all. For sure, it won't be enough. You might want to buy something a little bit thicker and more occlusive. On to the final product, you guys. The final product is also from the brand Eucerin. It is this guy right here. I don't know, I feel like I love this brand. Every time I try something from them, I'm like surprised that nobody talks about them. But hey, Dr. Dre talks about them all the time. It's really becoming one of those brands that I absolutely love and I want to try every single product from them. Anyway, let me tell you what this is. It is the Roughness Relief Spot Treatment. It's got urea and ceramides. It's fragrance-free, triple action, smoothes, gently exfoliates, and intensively hydrates rough and scaly spots. I definitely agree with all the claims. So it is basically like a thick cream, almost like a wet, thick cream. If you've ever touched glycerin, it's like a cream with glycerin in it. It feels like that. It's heavier, but I love using this on my cuticles and my elbows. I've got really dry elbows. Regular lotion that I apply on my body, in a couple of hours I touch my elbows and it's like I didn't apply any lotion. But with this guy, when I apply it on my elbows, it lasts until the next day. Like if I were to touch my elbows the next day, they would still feel soft. I absolutely love this, and I did notice after I started using it that my elbows are getting less and less dry, and the skin tone on my elbows is very similar to the rest of my arm. So love it, will definitely repurchase. Highly recommend for those of you who suffer from the same, or even I believe Dr. Dray, she recommended it for also dry knees. I don't suffer from that, so I can't speak to that, but I highly recommend it for any dry patch on the elbows or cuticles. Alright you guys, now on to the final item. Okay, this guy, if you watch Dr. Dray, you've probably seen it in like every single vlog that she does. It is the Four Sigmatic coffee, mushroom coffee with lion's mane. I actually bought both, the ground one and the instant one, and I want to say I prefer the instant one, but it's way more expensive than the ground one. They're expensive. It's expensive coffee, but I absolutely love it. I'm not a fan of black coffee, but for some reason, okay, this one doesn't go well with creamer, so if you're looking for a creamy coffee, I would say skip on this. But if you think you might like black coffee, or in general you like black coffee, you will love this. I'm not a black coffee person, but I love this. I love having this on its own, so some days when, and I'm not sure if it's placebo effect, but I do feel that it keeps me more focused during the day. So every time I have it, I feel like I'm very focused and energized, and I'm getting things done quicker. Don't quote me on that. That could be totally placebo effect, but I have noticed that. I do want to mention that I don't love this as much as I love this. It's good, it's not bad, but I prefer the instant one over the ground one. I will finish this, but once I'm done, I'm just gonna keep repurchasing the ground one. I do wish they come out with like a container that has so much of it rather than these small sachets, because one is not enough for me, and you know, it's better for the environment. Anyway, that brings me to the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Definitely check out Dr. Dre's channel if you don't know who she is, or maybe you do but you never really watch her. Definitely check her out. I will leave a link to her channel in the description box, and also maybe some of the videos where she talked about some of these products, so you guys have a better understanding of what to expect from these products. And yeah, that brings me to the end of the video. Thank you so much guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for future content, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!